Kids, welcome to another show. Not another show, another class. Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing our big phonics show book. But I know that you don't have this book, okay? So you need to make sure you have a pencil, ding ding ding, and a page, ding ding ding, okay, or something that you can write on. All right, and then we are going to practice the I space E long I sound. So I, okay. So let's see what we are going to be doing today. Okay, so for this lesson, boys and girls, we have a bunch of vocabulary words that we need to use. And all of them use the I space E sound. Okay, so we are focusing on this today. Let's look at the first word. Number one. Oh, let me look at my book. 'Cause my eyes are so bad. Okay, number one is something. Okay, let's see what it is. Number two is two n's, two n's. Number three is Number four is Okay, number five is book. Okay, number six, hook. Number seven is boat. And number eight is cut. So remember, we are doing the I space E sound. So we are going to practice saying I, p, I, n, I, Okay, so let's see which words we can make using the I sound. So the first one is p, n. So we are going to say p, I, n. Pine. So pine. Can you say it? Pine. Okay. So this is number one. Number two is n. So we say nine. Nine. Okay. Number three is five. So we're going to say five. Number four is hive. Okie dokie. Next one, number six over here, or number five, sorry. This is bike. Okay, bike. Number six, hike. Seven, bite. And number eight is cut. So kite. Okay, so all of these words have the I sound. So let's go ahead and let's have a look over here at saying all of these words. So the first one is pine. So if I take away the magic E, then it's only in. E. But if I have the E, it becomes an I. So pine, pine. This one over here, n. But if I put a magic E there, I get an I sound. So nine. Next one, for if, viv. What is that? So we have to use the magic E and make it an I. So for I've, five. Her, if, hiv. No. Magic E. So I. Her, I've, hive. Okay. This one is bik. Bik. Magic E makes it an I sound. So bike, bike. Her, ike, hike. Bite, bite. Kite, kite. Okie dokie. Alright guys, so we will look at these words throughout the lesson. Now, what I want us to do quickly is to have a look at the words that I am saying, okay? So in your book, so on your paper, okay? If I say the right word, then I want you to write it down. For example, number 1 is pine, okay? So if I say pine, then you can write like this. You write the word in your book. But number 2, this one is 9. So if I say nin, is that right? No. So you don't write number 2. If I say number 3 is the word 5, that's right. So you can write the word 5. Okay? Let's see if you can do it. Okay, let's see. Number 1. This word is pin. Pin. No, right? So don't write this one, okay? Number 2, 9. 9. Is that right? Yes, right? So we're going to write number 2. We write 9. Okay? Number 3 is 5. Is that right? For I've. 5? Yes? No? Yes, it is, right? So you're going to write for I've 5. Okay? Number 4. Hive. Her, I've, hive. Is that right? Yeah, right? So you're going to write number 4. You're going to write her, I've, hive. Okay? Let's go to number 5. Bik. 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 Is that right? No, right? So don't write number 5. What about number 6? Number 6 is hike. Her, Ike, hike. Is that right? Or no? Yeah, right? So we're going to write number 6. Number 6 is her, Ike, hike. What about number 7? It, bit. Bit. No, right? So we don't write number 7. What about number 8? So number 8 is kite. Is that right or wrong? Yeah, right? It's right. So we're going to write number 8 over here, which is kite. Okie dokie. Alright, so I hope you guys wrote these words down, okay? The next activity, we need to also listen, and then we need to answer the questions, okay? So can we go to the next page, please? Okay. So So before we say the words or before we do the activity, we are going to practice saying the words one more time. Sorry, can we zoom please? Okay, boys and girls, let's say these words over here. Let's go. So the first one, pine, pine. Can you say it? Pine, pine. And we see it over here. So we can see this is part of a tree. Okay, it's a pine tree. The next one is nine, nine. Can you say it? Nine, nine. Okay. The next one is the number five, five. Can you say it? Five, five. Then we have hive, hive. Hive, hive. And we can see the beehive over here. Next, bike, bike. Bike, bike. Okay, so you can ride the bike. Next one is hike, hike. Hike, hike. So you can hike up the mountain. Next one is bite, bite. Bite, bite. Okie dokie. And the last one over here is kite, kite. Kite, kite. Okay. Now, for the next thing over here, we need to answer the questions by writing the right word, okay? So before you do that, let me just erase and then show you what to do. Hey, so in your books, boys and girls, sorry, it's okay. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to show you what you need to do now. All right, so over here, you guys have the different sounds. So 1, 2. Oh, well, let's get the other one in here. Okay. All right, boys and girls, let me show you what it is we need to do. In your books, you are going to write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you're going to write it over here. Right. 1, then you're going to write 2 and 3. Then you write 4, 5, and 6. And then the first thing you're going to write is ite or ike. Okay, so you're going to write ite or you're going to write ike. Okay, because we are going to circle one of it. Number 2 is again ite or ike. So you write ite or ike. Number 3, I've or ein. I've or ein. Okay. Then number 4, ite or ike. Again, ite or ike. Number 5 is ite or ike again. So ite or ike. Okay, and last one, number 6, is I've or ein. I've or ein. Okay. This is the first thing that we need to do. So please write this on your page, okay? Please write it down now. And then afterwards, we are going to listen to the CD and see which word it is we need to circle. So which sound do we circle, and which word do we write down? Okay? Okay, so should almost be finished with that, guys. If you are not finished, you can pause the video, okay? And then write it down and press play when it's time for you to listen and do the work. Okay, so CD. All right, guys, we're going to listen to the CD now, and then we're going to try to answer each one. I will help you with number 1. Yeah, I'll help you with number 1.
Then write.
Number 1.
Okay.
Kite. Number 2.
Listen and trace. Listen.
Okay, boys and girls, so I'm gonna play the CD for you now, and then you need to circle which one you hear. So if you hear "ite," you need to circle "ite." But if you hear "ike," you circle "ike." Okay? Please only make one circle. Okay, so let's go. So we're gonna look over here. 3, 2, 1.
And circle. Then write.
Number 1. Ite. Kite. Number 2. Ike. Bike. Number 3. Ein. Pine. Number 4.
Sorry, I used the wrong one, guys. So, number 1, "ite." Okay. Number 2 is "ike." Number 2 is "ike." Alright, so let's do number 3 over here in your book. So is it "ive" or "ein"?
Ike. Hike. Number 5.
Listen and listen.
Okay, boys and girls, just didn't do that properly. Let's try to do it one more time, okay? So let's see if we can do it one more time. So let's listen to number 1.
And circle. Then write.
Number 1. Ite. Kite. Number 2. Ike. Bike. Number 3. Ein. Pine. Number 4. Ike. Hike. Number 5. Ite. Bite. Number 6. Ive. 5.
Okay, boys and girls, so I hope that you have done this with me. Now it's time for us to write down the word that they are saying. So you can see the first one. So we did number 1 is "ite." Number 2 is "ike." Number 3 is "ein." Number 4 is "ike." Number 5 is "ite." And number 6 is "ive." Okay? Now we have to write the word that we hear or that we see over there. So number 1, in your books, you can write it over here. So the first one is "k, k, k." So you're going to write "k," and then you add the "ite" sound. "K, ite, kite." Okay, so "k, ite, kite." Okay? So let's do all of them. Number 2 is Whoops. Number 2 is ike, bike. Can you please write number 2? Ike, bike. So write it in your books, please. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is p plus ein, pine. Can you write it? Pine. Okay. Number 4 is her. So her, ike, hike. Can you write it? Her, ike, hike. Number 5. See, it's so ite, bite. Bite. And number 6. Number 6 is I, 5. Okie dokie. Alright, so I hope that you guys were able to write down all of the words. Let's write down the full words. So the first one was kite, kite. Then we have bike, bike. Okay, number 3 is ein, pine. Pine. Number 4, her, ike, hike. Her, ike, hike. Okay, number 5, ite, bite. Ite, bite. And the last one is 5. So 5. Alright guys. So these are the words that we need to do. We need to check, okay? So now, alright, now let's move on and we're going to practice some of the reading and sentences, okay? So, can we go to the next page, please? Okay, boys and girls, so we have 3 sentences over here, okay? And we are going to practice reading them today. So, let's read the first one. Number 1, so I will read first and then you read after me. So it goes, I ride a bike. Alright, can you say it with me? I ride a bike. I ride a bike. Okay? Number 2. I see a pine. Can you say it with me again? I see a pine. Okay, I see a pine. Okie dokie. Number 3. I fly a kite. I fly a kite. Okay, you guys. So, I fly a kite. Okay, everybody. Now, we are going to practice saying them one more time, okay? But let's do number 2 first. So, number 2. Let's go. Can Can you say it? I see a pine. Now let's do number 1. Can you try? I ride a bike. Okie dokie. Alright, and number 3. I fly a kite. I fly a kite. Okay, boys and girls. Excuse me. Let's try to do the next page. Alright, so here we have a story over here that we are going to practice before we end our lesson today. Okay, so the story goes, you can listen to me and then afterwards we will practice. Okay, so don't say anything, just listen. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. When the weather is fine, I like to play outside. I like to hike. I like to see green pines. I like to fly my pink kite. I like to ride my red bike. I like to play hide and seek. Playing outside is always fun. Okay, now let's practice together. I will read first and then you read after me. Alright, let's begin at the first sentence. When the weather is fine. Let's go. When the weather is fine. Okay, let's go again. I like to play outside. I like to play outside. I like to hike. I like to hike. I like to see green pines. I like to see green pines. Okay. I like to fly my pink kite. I like to fly my pink kite. I like to ride my red bike. I like to ride my red bike. I like to play hide and seek. I like to play hide and seek. Playing outside is always fun. Playing outside is always fun. Okay, boys and girls. Now, before we finish our lesson, I am going to quickly just ask you some questions. Okay, so what do they like to do? Okay, so we can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that they like to do. So number 1 is they like to play outside. Okay, one thing they like to do, play outside. Another thing is hike. So 2, they like to, or I like to hike. The next one is I like to see green pines. Alright, that's number 3, see green pines. Next one, I like to fly my pink kite. Number 4, okay? And I like to ride my red bike. Number 5. And the last one, I like to play hide and seek. So that is the 6 things that he likes to do. Okay, boys and girls, that is the end of our lesson for today. Okay, so thank you for coming. Please remember the I space E. I space E. It's the I sound. And I'm going to say goodbye, bye, bye. See you.